Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Oscar, and together we are the GInfluencers UK.
The gin we're trying today is Caspyn Cornish Dry Gin.
There you go, all the way from Cornwall. Now we're lucky enough to know these distillers, and even more lucky that we have them with us now.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Do we?
They're over there.
They are.
And we also have an audience out here. Make some noise, audience. Come on in. This is Sean.
All right, guys.
And Sean.
And Sean. There we go. Right, so we're sort of off centre at the moment, but who would know more about this gin than these two? So we're going to pop the bottle open, we're going to try some, and then we're going to talk through the gin.
Right, you're going to tell us what's in it after we've tasted it and all these bits and
Yeah,
pieces.
no cheating.
Do you know what I do like though, because I do struggle with our videos, you've actually put a little tag on there, so it's made it easier for me. Look at this. This has been the most easiest bottle I've had to open so far.
Well done, you're
There we
getting
go.
better at this.
I know.
After 130 odd videos, well done.
All right. Anyway, right, there we go.
One for you.
Thank you very much, he's so gentlemanly.
There we go. And one for you, Sean.
Thank you, Candy.
Do you know this flavour at all? Have you,
I think
have
I've
you ever
come
tried?
across it once
And
or
then one
twice
for you,
before.
Sean.
Thank
There we
you.
go. One for me. There we go.
That's the most generous you've ever done.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Wow, okay, right.
Right.
Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Lovely to have you here.
Cheers.
Lovely to
Thanks for
have
having
the
us
crowd
here.
cheers.
as
Yeah,
well.
thank you.
Right.
Now, instantly before I sniff it, it does smell a little bit like the seaside, but not in a fishy way. It's nice. You get that kind of smell from ozone and that kind of
Oh,
thing.
that's
And
it.
it's
Really
quite citrusy,
refreshing,
yeah.
ozony smell. I love that. Well done. Yes.
Ozone-y.
Ozony.
Ozone-y.
Is that
Ozone.
an actual flavour?
It is.
To us it is.
Okay.
To
right,
us it
cool.
is.
I like it.
So-
I like it.
This,
but love it.
yeah, ozone. You know when you go by the seaside, you get that kind of smell, that kind of like charged smell. That's ozone.
So you're lucky enough to be near the seaside all the time.
Cornwall.
Us
Yeah,
Londoners,
sure.
we don't appreciate the, we don't get it as much. So when we do smell it and taste it, we appreciate it more.
And your accent's quite an unusual Cornish accent.
No, this is West Country through and through. Come on, guys.
Right, weirdly, so obviously, we've got these guys here, which is amazing. But we've tasted this gin before, and we do really love this gin. For me, it just packs a really lovely complex citrus base,
Yeah.
and I get a slight elements of kind of floralness coming through.
There's a nice pleasant heat coming
Yeah.
off that. Not overpowering at all. Really enjoyable. This is, we've got to say, we have tried this before, right? Quite a few times as it goes. It's a very good gin as far as we're concerned, but we're trying it out now.
It's very complex. I can't pinpoint. There's a lot of citrus going on, but I can't work out where the citrus is coming from.
The three like characteristics of the gin on the head. You said citrus, you said floral, and you said, was it spice?
There was a tiny
Bit of spice in the background.
nice burn coming off
Yeah,
that,
for
nice
sure.
spicy burn.
So we've got loads of lemon flavours going on in there. Lemon verbena is the big one, but we also got lemon peel, orange peel,
his favourites.
lime leaves.
One of my
What
favourites,
what
lemon
I always
verbena.
forget.
Did you say bergamot?
No, I didn't. I saw it. But yeah, so there's got this like big citrus base, floral notes coming from again bergamot and Japanese green tea, and then your spice coming from black pepper.
There's a nice. I think there's.
It's
now
so
you said
enjoyable.
there's tea in there. There's a nice mellowness from it as well, and there's almost like a kind of sweet licoricey element to it as well, which is really really lovely. The weird thing is that I'm normally kind of not overly whelmingly citrus based, but when it's like this, it's fantastic because you can't put a note on it. It's not like, oh, this tastes really orangey or lemony.
Yeah, there's none of those.
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't jump out
pointing
like that.
spikes.
it's just
flavour.
really harmonious
Yeah,
in
exactly
the
right.
kind
Very
of the
continuous.
You're getting those tea flavours both from the bergamot, which is Earl Grey flavour, and then Japanese green tea as well.
It's very smooth, this one.
Yeah.
Very.
It is really, the thing is, it's actually really lovely as a
more in
sipping
a
gin.
I was just going to say, because of the generous measure you gave yourself.
Knock yourself out.
Right.
Anyway,
This is
no,
up to you.
it's actually
I should have done my
really
guess
lovely
first.
as a sipping gin. It's actually really nice as a sipping gin. There's not many that you can do that. We're actually old enough, me and Oscar, to remember when you'd have gin and it would be that kind of scratching flavour. You'd have to have it with a tonic. And this is just beautiful, and I mean it is on our shelves
guys,
anyway.
Yeah,
And we've known you guys for a while now, and we kind of when we started our gin journey, we discovered these guys and started tasting their gins.
It was the first, probably the first distillery we went to, and we had an incredibly good time there.
And also, I think we actually
Well, there was an incident actually. So just explain the incident that happened.
It was actually my first ever touring tasting. I've never done one on my own before, and I was bricking it. But then basically, I had a cute little puppy, and
Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley, we love Stanley.
He's only a couple of weeks old. Though,
yeah, he was a little baby. And anyway, we popped next door to do the production side, and then I locked the door because I thought we didn't want to get burgled, you know. And then when we came back in, you were like, "Has anyone seen my glasses?" And I was like, "No, you must have left them next door." Anyway, then I looked down and there was a lens, and my puppy had.
We could hear crunching noises coming from underneath the table that we're tasting at.
Oscar's sunglasses.
But do you know what? We didn't care. We had such a great time there, right? It was just so funny.
Just as well you left blind drunk.
Well,
we did, yeah, and we literally did. There was another couple that were doing the distillery tour as well, and they did as well. But it was really lovely.
And we have always said, if you're in Penzance, this is the tour to do.
And I can't believe it was your first one. It was amazing to do.
It was so good.
And then that happened, and then.
I think the good thing you've got is you've got a great product. And we got one of the first batches of their Dr. Squid gin. It was actually made out top gins of 2021. And we were lucky enough to. I found it online and bought it from you guys. And yeah, it's been a staple for us ever since. And we also had another one of your gins, which was the hop gin that you did, the Pilgrim and Galaxy Hop.
Yeah, exactly
Yep, and it is up there.
And that is an amazing gin as well.
It's really, really good.
It's becoming the new star favourite.
Yeah, that is my personal favourite.
We do think though, we've kind of sussed out how you do it. We think you went to Hogwarts because
that's where the accent is from.
Yeah,
that's a Hogwarts accent. I don't care what you say.
There's no one that can make like every kind of gin they produce really good, and you guys do.
Oh, guys, you
guys really do.
No, honestly, we really love it.
Right.
So in this video, we're actually going to do it slightly different. Sean is going to prepare our gins for us. So we're actually getting someone to do the work. So he's earning his money. Right, so our Hollywood montage will have Sean as a lead man in it. And
they say I've got a heavy hand. You okay with that?
That's fine. We've got plenty of glasses. Cool. We have no worries there at all. And plenty of gin and plenty of tonic. Yeah. So we've not got a problem.
So let's put it with a tonic and see what it tastes like. So, before we actually had the montage, we did leave out a few things. So we left out the ABV, and that is 40%, and it costs around £35 for a 70 centilitre bottle,
which is a good price. Also, this is basically the boss, and this is the head distiller.
It was all my idea.
We got so starstruck with having this whole team of people in it, and everyone is here. Let me assure you.
And it's not our first drink, to be fair.
We can't show you the fourth wall. Right? We're not allowed to. It's one of those things.
But if you want to give us a cheer, everyone.
Make some noise.
We have an audience.
We have an audience, and it's the first time we had a proper audience sitting in this room.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID and all that. So now we're going to now that we've introduced them properly, we're now going to try the gin, which has now been prepared by Sean. The correct way it's supposed to be prepared. Cheers.
Well, I noticed there's a lot of the gin missing out.
There's a lot. He free poured that. So
I told you beforehand.
I know you did. I just don't listen, do I? Right. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to you at home.
Cheers.
That's just so smooth.
That has actually made it a different taste to how we make it. That's so much better.
Yeah, you can't be pouring singles.
We don't. Excuse me.
We don't pour singles. Listen,
Please don't swear on our channel.
We don't do that. All right.
Never done
Okay.
a single.
Oh, where did? Hello. Right. No, it's just adding that lemon. So just bringing the
Yeah,
twist
just
of
a
lemon
little
over
bit
there.
of twist over the
Really,
top.
it's really
Get
made
those oils on top of the drink.
Yeah. No.
And we're using banging tonic as well. Navas.
Navas Tonic,
Navas
one of
Tonic
our
from
favourite
Cornwall
tonics
as well.
and we were introduced to Navas Tonic via you guys when we did your distillery tour.
Yeah,
so
no, we're
thank
big fans as
you
well.
so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm just getting those hits of citrus coming through. There's a floralness that I can't. It reminds me of we've got a bush in our garden that it reminds me a little bit of, which is kind of, I think it's like a mock orange bush and stuff. And it really reminds me of that. It really reminds me of that kind of thing. And we've also got a kumquat bush, and it reminds me of those kind of citrusy kind of blossoms. I said,
laughing.
It's a funny
You'll get
word.
this lot going.
no, I said kumquat.
Yeah,
It's actually a
It's actually really cool.
it's actually a little citrus. Yeah.
So you can tell we really like these people, right? So
We actually have some. Shall I go and get some?
Yeah, no, we
I've
should
got some
definitely get some
upstairs.
some kumquats. Go and get some kumquats
Right.
because
Right.
some people
Let's-
don't know.
let's
Let's
just-
talk amongst ourselves.
But my mic will be on, so let's. Do you know what? Let's just break for this second, and then
we
I'll be
need her
back.
to reset. Right? Can you?
So here I am.
Back.
This is a kumquat.
I'm sorry. What is it?
Kumquat. A kumquat. And kumquats are really lovely and they're sweet, and you can eat the whole thing. And would you like to eat a kumquat?
Always.
Right. So basically, what you do is you just do this. Watch.
That was convincing, wasn't it? Do you like it?
Is it what you? Is it what
Has that
you
won
imagine?
you over?
I'm gonna try one.
Do you know what? Now,
Is it
now
the
that
first time
they're
you've
all
had a
having one-
kumquat? Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you eat the skin?
Yeah.
Do you?
Are you sure?
Have you tried peeling one?
It's like lemony. But
I've got to say, the skin is better than the inside.
No, it's lovely. I love a kumquat.
I've got a pip.
I
These
think
are
you're
lovely.
one over now, aren't you?
Do you know what?
I
These
think
are
you're one
lovely.
over. Honestly, I
It's
think
going to affect
that's
the
it.
flavour of the taste. We already know the flavour of the taste. The gin.
It's going to be your favourite thing now. You'll be asking for it everywhere.
So, Sean's prep has really made this a really even more enjoyable gin. I don't know if you can tell. We know this gin. I like this gin. I've always liked this gin. From the moment we ever tried this, I've liked this gin. So a little bit biased there because we do like it, but it is a damn good gin, right? But your prep of that has actually opened it up even more.
So when I was saying kumquat before you laughed, what kind of floralness is there in that to give that kind of flavour?
So lemon verbena would be a big one. It's kind of the backbone of the gin itself. It gives both citrus and floral notes. It's kind of like walking through a garden. Bergamot, loads of floral going on in there. We use hibiscus flowers in here as well. But to
Really?
be honest with you, hibiscus gives it more of a tarty kind of flavour than it does a floral flavour.
Oh.
Don't get her going.
I was waiting for the comment of that.
You are
Do you know
unbelievable.
what? It's a really
you weren't
fun
this
video.
naughty down at Penzance. You really weren't. You can tell you were.
Squished in between the two of you, like.
But she did.
Actually, you did have a counter behind
Yeah.
you, so you
And
were
also,
fine.
there were no kumquats down there, and tartiness wasn't mentioned at all at any point. But no, I'm kind of getting a kind of, like you said before, with the lemon verbena gives it a kind of tea element. I'm getting that from it, and I like that in a gin. I like that kind of tea element. I like that kind of warmth and
Going back
silkiness.
to the lemon verbena, so Sean introduced me to fresh lemon verbena, which was from St Michael's Mount,
Yeah,
wasn't
sure,
it?
sorry.
And the difference between that and the dried stuff was
It's chalk and
astronomical.
cheese.
It really was
Yeah.
like, and since then, I mean, we even have some lemon verbena upstairs, right? Getting it fresh is so different to the dried stuff.
We actually kind of do a bit of a barter trade with
Yeah.
the guys on the mount itself. So they grow loads over there. We we sneak them a couple of bottles of gin. They bring us some lemon fina. We put it on our gin.
And it makes an amazing gin.
It does.
It really does.
You should get them to grow you some kumquats. We've got one in the garden.
You are yanking at this chain, aren't you? Right.
I'll show you my bush later on. I've got it in the garden. It's full of them.
So, Sian was a little bit. She didn't know that she was going to appear in the video until Mike over there, who you can't see off camera because he's shy, right? Said, "Oh yeah, I did actually send you an email."
Hold on, no, don't listen. He does have one of our cats asleep on his lap.
That is very true, actually.
That is true. So that's it. But no, do you know what? It's a phenomenal gin, and I'm really glad that I came across you guys, not him.
That is true. You did.
You
got me the squid, the Dr.
Yeah,
Squid.
and it was down to the Dr.
Which is one of my favourite as well.
I found it online, and I'm a packaging guy. I'm one by that, and I bought it. But what blew my mind is that the fact is that the product inside was amazing, and everything that we've tasted from you guys has been amazing. And we didn't know you guys,
No.
and we kind of only got in touch with you guys and found out about you guys via social media and stuff after we'd kind of bought all your gins, and we came down, and a couple of gins we didn't have, we bought you guys. But
and they make an amazing absinthe, by the way.
oh yeah, amazing absinthe.
This is we don't drink absinthe. We were told to try this.
Yeah, Mike actually got us to try the absinthe, and it blew us away.
It was amazing. This.
But also another one of my favourite gins was the old Toms. The old Tom I described as a hug and a glass, and they've got the dandelion and burdock. And weirdly, so Mike told me about a family member of his, I believe it's his aunt, who tried it with cola, and it tasted fantastic. But what you guys do is really amazing, and you know we're massive gin fans. And you do whiskey, but
yeah, all right.
this is not an ad.
This is not an advert. We're talking about
an advert. It's not an advert.
Calm yourself.
But no, what you guys, you know,
the whiskey's in another video.
We're gin lovers, and what you guys do is fantastic. And you know,
we love your background.
Yeah.
You know, because you're literally barman, weren't you? You know, you're working down there. You're barman. You developed this. And you know we can't thank you enough for making such great gins.
And your integrity as well, and everything that you've produced, we've really loved. And as gin fans and fanatics, we actually really want to thank you.
Making us blush.
No,
come on, get out of here.
we want to thank you.
Talk to us about the facials.
Thank you. Yeah, tell us what's a gin facial.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to.
I know that look.
We're gonna have to give you facials at the same time. So Sian,
Okay.
Scott, I'll do Oscar.
Oh,
Now, are we going to get banned from YouTube here?
Naughty.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, all I'm going to ask is that you bend your head back.
Just a regular weekend for him. Do you want to do me?
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that is lovely.
I'm ready.
You wasted some on my shirt.
Nothing like a good gin facial.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. We haven't even scored it yet. Can't give away the score. That's really refreshing, actually.
I can safely say that's the best facial I've had in a long time.
Good.
Good. And obviously you can see I have them quite often. Yeah, let's get our paddles out.
Let's get our paddles out.
They're for scoring, not for anything else, Sian.
I wouldn't mind a facial.
We heard that when we was down in Cornwall.
Right, so we can't mention.
It's like a Tuesday night in Dowling Street.
We don't live at number 10. No, we don't live at number 10.
This video may never be allowed to go out. Right, where's the minus score? You got the minus there.
Right,
Scott.
I know what I'm scoring it. And I might just score it on the facial alone.
Right.
Thanks to Sian.
We get 2 scores. Gin score, facial score.
Of course, it's making my lips tingle, I'll say that.
It's making something tingle, that's for sure. Right, I think... Right, go.
Right, go. This has always been an 11 for me. From the first moment I tried that, I think I would... If I had one gin left to drink, that's going to be in my top 5.
I'll take it.
I think.
Now, honestly, I love it. I've always loved it. It's always been my top gin. I love it.
I honestly,
it does fight with Dr. Squid.
no, I honestly believe that this, as you know, you call it a Cornish Dry Gin. This is the best gin. Just if you're talking gins, because obviously all the other things have different elements to them, different flavour elements. This is the best Cornish gin ever, and it's really lovely. And we've tried a few, and you've come into our gin room and you've seen a fair few gins. There's a few out there, and we've got a lot of Cornish gins, and we have a lot of love for Cornish gins because, you know, the kind of sweetness, the element of that they have a lot more flavour. The Scottish gins that I love, they have a lot more kind of heat to them. I just want to say, I think this is the best Cornish dry gin or dry gin I've ever tasted.
And we will never be without a bottle of that.
Never. In fact, they did change the labels, and we do have their
Yeah,
old label.
it's really
We're not gonna
annoying
open
actually
that
because
yet,
they went
but-
to change the labels.
But there you go.
We have
It's like-
wasted half of their bottle today.
He has like that was full up. Right, so you're not allowed here again. Okay.
But please stay tuned because we will be bringing out a video of their midsummer, and this is but with something a little extra. Right,
Oh.
Oscar, do your bits.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm having problems saying that. And we'll see you. Drop a comment if you tried this.
Yep.
And we'll see you next video. And cheers. Thank you ever so much
No
for
worries,
coming.
guys.
We
Cheers.
really- and thank you for the
Kumquat.
crowd coming.
Thank you, audience. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, our
so much
cameraman.
fun.
Thank
This
you.
was so much fun. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.